Good morning, YouTube. My name is Mark. This is my first video. I'm an amateur trader, just making a video to show some live trading here. I was told that getting started, if I could trade like someone was watching me, I'd be more disciplined. I'd be more inclined to follow my rules. So I decided to give this a shot and see if it helps me with some accountability. So um, it's about 15 minutes till the market opens. I have some friends, some family, some people that may have not ever seen what live trading on the stock market looks like. It's a new hobby for me, and so I thought they might be interested to see kind of what it looks like, and maybe encourage some people that don't know anything about it to take a shot at it. It's become pretty interesting for me. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Not really profitable yet, but for the couple months that I've been into it, I've had a lot of fun, and I'm not really doing that bad. So. We'll see how it goes. I have rules that I try to follow, and I've noticed that lately I've just been jumping in, making buys, and not really following those rules, and not having great success when I do that. So I'm hoping that making this video will help me be more focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. And if I do something stupid, then maybe someone will point it out to me. We'll see. So yesterday the market pretty much crashed because of the inflation numbers. So we're looking for some direction. I don't really know which way it's going to go. I've got a pre-market scanner going up right now. I can pull that over here. That's a screener. Tells me what the movement is before the market opens. And right now it's looking like looks like it wants to go up. So we'll see. TQQQ is an exchange traded fund, and it's pretty much just mirrors the Nasdaq, but it gives 3 times the amount. So if the Nasdaq moves 1%, this will move 3%. So you get a little way to get some extra volatility. That's where I want to go first, but if it doesn't look like that's going to be an option, then we'll see what else is available. Apple looks like it was up just a little bit, 0.5% going in, so that's good. So yeah, about 15 more minutes. So yeah, this is also the first time I've made a video like this, so um, not going to be real polished and professional. I did good just to get the little window down here and share the right screen. So hopefully everything shows up pretty well. So I use TradingView as the application that I use to do charting with. My broker is TradeStation, so I am logged into my broker right now. It's not a paper trading account. This is going to be live, so good, bad, or indifferent, we'll see what the results are. I'm starting out. I have a little over 25,000 in the account, and I have 3x leverage through my broker, so I can trade up to about $100,000 on certain stocks. Some of them they don't allow me to use the full leverage because some of these already provide an extra leverage return, like TQQQ is 3 times leverage. So if they were to let me use leverage on something that already has 3 times leverage, that compounds to be like 9 times leverage, and you can get in trouble real quick with that much leverage. So I can understand why they do that. But I like using TQQ and SQQQ because they're pretty much the most, they have the highest volume in the stock market, so they're real stable. You don't get a lot of weird spiking compared to some of the lower volume stocks. They don't move quite as much. Um, and yeah, there's plenty of liquidity, so you can get in and get out. I might be buying 1,000 shares at a time, so I want there to be good volume so I can get that order in and get my price. All right, what else? So for those that don't know, this is the price action. I'm on a minute time frame, so each one of these candles represents a minute of price action up and down. I can switch to 5 minutes, 15 minutes, hour, 4 hours a day, and then I can rescale it. Um, so that it makes more sense looking at the And it's good to use multiple time frames because in one time frame it might look like it's at a good place to buy, but if you expand back out and get kind of a bird's eye view, you can see that it might have been actually heading down. Whereas in the little minute time frame that you're looking at, you might get a little uptick and think that's a good time to buy, but the overall trend is down. So that's you want to make sure that you have all the factors in your favor possible. So I usually trade off the minute time frame, but I will pop back out and look at the higher time frames just to make sure that what I'm seeing here agrees with the higher time frames. And I have another screen over here that I kind of keep open so I can do that without having to switch them both right here. So I have some rules that I try to follow using indicators, using the candle colors, using the style of the candle. Um, if I follow those rules, I should be in good shape. I should win more than I lose. The problem is I get impatient and I chase stuff. Being new, I mean, I'm just impulsive, so I really need to get some better discipline and control my emotions better. So that's kind of what help with the video is. I'm hoping will help me with just as a little sort of accountability here. I don't know who might watch this, or somebody that trades that will message me and say, maybe give me some tips or something. So still in pre-market. That's what this shaded area right here is. Once we get it hit 8:30, then it'll pop into the dark area here, and it'll move really fast too. Pre-market's slow. There's not nearly the volume that'll kick off when the market actually opens. Sometimes when it first opens, I will just jump in if I see it a strong move in one direction. That's one of the times I'm kind of okay with breaking the rule because I've had good success, knocking off a couple $100 on that first candle within the first few minutes. So I might do that, but then my goal is to kind of sit and just watch and see, let the market take a direction, and then apply the rules that I have and the strategy that I have to get good entries and good exits. I tend to get out too early and I miss a whole lot of profit, so I need to be more patient, and you got to risk a little bit to make a little bit. And I catch myself seeing it start to go down, go negative, and I just sell and get my profit. Whereas I know from looking at the charts that it does want to pull back. I mean, you can see it real clearly right here. It does want to reverse and then go back up. But as soon as I see this reversal, I'm tempted to sell, and I need to stop doing that. So I'm telling you now so that I have accountability. So when it comes time to actually do that, I'm going to sit on my hands and just see what it does. You just have to be willing to, risk that. The amount that you put up, for me, is generally about $100 a trade. If it goes back under that $100 or beyond that $100, then I'm going to get out. Sometimes I go a little more. Just depends on each situation. But for this particular stock and the amount I'm buying at a time, $100 gives me a little bit of room for it to pull back a little bit and then go back up. I got about 10 more minutes. I probably started this too early. So yeah, this is I've watched a lot of stuff on YouTube. I can find some people that do trade live, like the guy that I got in his program. He's like a coach. He trades live every day for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, so I can watch him, and I've learned a lot doing that. But there's not a whole lot of people on the internet that I see that are trading live, and I don't know if that's because they're afraid maybe that if they don't do well, they won't, they'll lose subscribers or something like that. So I don't have any of that to worry about. This is strictly for entertainment value for the most part. I definitely don't recommend you do what I do. Like I said, I've only been doing this a couple months, and I'm still trying to break even. Although for as much as I've traded in the last couple months, I don't think I'm doing that bad as far as being a few $100 down. So yeah, this is definitely not financial advice. And I know some of you that are watching this know a lot more about this than me, so feel free to, message me or tell me, give me any tips you can, anything you see that might help me improve because I really want to get better at this. It started out as a hobby. I have a full-time job. I'm just a guy that works in a factory. So for me to be able to make some extra money, especially at this level, I mean, I have made quite a bit. Of course, I've given quite a bit back too. So I've learned some hard lessons, which I'm encouraged by because I won't make those mistakes again. And had I not made those mistakes, I'd be up several $1,000s right now. So yeah, but yeah, I call my channel the trading game because to me this is like a video game. You know, it's challenging, lots of lights, lots of colors. I love video games. So a friend that introduced me to this is always asking me, so what are you playing today? Which stock are you playing? And you know who you are. So it is sort of like a game, you know, but when you get paid for. So I play a lot of Madden, NFL, and I don't get paid for that. It's time consuming and it's fun, but I'd much rather have a hobby that puts money in the bank and helps me, supplement my income, if nothing else. Oh, big candle going down. So it's really hard to say. This is moving sideways right now. I don't really have a feel for what it's going to do. I have a couple indicators over here that kind of give me an idea what the market sentiment is. This is the volatility index. When this is low, that's good. So it's negative right now, which is a positive sign for the market. When it's real high, that tends to mean there's fear in the market, selling off in the market. So the fact that it's down right now is good. It was up like 15% yesterday because of the inflation news. The market lost, I don't even know how much, billions of dollars, maybe a trillion. So potentially could be room for a nice reversal, come back today. But a lot of people are saying sometimes it takes a couple days. So I really don't really have an idea. I should probably just wait and see what it does and then try to catch a trend because the first couple minutes is going to be just hectic as I'll get out probably. But that's what makes it interesting. What do we got here? 7 more minutes. So this is my watch list. I built this. It's just a feature that comes with the program that lets you, kind of like a favorites for your browser. I've got the TQQ, SQQ pair up here. Those are my primary, what I like to trade. And it's really interesting because along with the extra leverage that you get, like I said, if the NASDAQ moves 1%, this is going to move 3%, which as a day trader, you want volatility. I'm not trying to do this over the course of a month or a year. I want it to go up and down as many times as possible in a day so I can catch those movements and benefit, going up and down. But it's easier to trade with the trend. So if this tanks and it starts going down, I can switch to the inverse, which is SQQQ. And if you watch, when I switch, it's going to flip. It's the exact opposite. So when this one is going up, the other one is going down. And I think that's really cool. The coach that I have, that's what he's primarily into every day are these funds right here. So it worked out well that I ended up in that group. I learned a lot from that, and I want to keep it simple. I started out just trying to jump around different stocks. I felt like whack-a-mole, going back and forth. And what it did was it didn't allow me to focus well on how large my position was, what the share size was, how much, the other time frames, things like that. There just wasn't time to do all that, bouncing back and forth like that. So if I just stick with these two, generally one of them is going to be going up or down. So that for someone that's new, that's good to keep it simple. You got a nice candle right there. That was yeah, that's jumping up. So a lot of volume. Looks like TQQ is going to be the move. Check the screener again. So yeah, TQQQ is up 0.75% with almost 7 million shares already traded pre-market. So a lot of people in on this one right now, that's normal. I mean, like I said, TQ, QQ. I'm just going to call it TQ and SQ um, just for simplicity, but um, these are the most traded instruments, if you will, on the stock market. They generally get 130, 140, 150, 190 million shares traded each. So, once I get moving, this will start to change and show me where I'm at as far as profit or loss. Um, it's been recommended that I keep that out of my view so I can't see it and just trade straight off the chart and the price action. Um, but I'm not there yet. I need to see where I'm at because when it goes negative to a certain degree, I'm still going to be inclined to get out. I can keep track of it up here too. You'll see when I make a buy that it does give me a dollar amount up here too. But this gives me the cumulative amount right here. So yeah, this should be interesting. It might be might be some entertainment value in here if I drop like $1,000 or something. I can just see. I've watched other videos of people, the reaction videos where someone loses a bunch of money, either gambling or trading, and it's kind of humorous. But I don't want to be the source of that humor today. I'm hoping to get in and make a little bit of money. I'm really just trying to learn, and it comes through practice, a lot of repetition. I did a little bit of paper trading when I started, but not that much. I actually found this before I realized there was a paper trading option. I already put money in. And once I'd already put money in, it was hard for me to just paper trade when I was making money. I actually had some really good beginner's luck. So that might have hurt me as far as my development goes because I jumped right in and started using money right off. Whereas it was recommended that I do a lot more paper trading. So we'll see. If it goes wrong for me, then I may have to step back and do the paper trading. But right now, like I said, I'm close enough to being even that I don't feel like it's cost me too much. And I'm told that the experience is different, and I can see it too. The emotions aren't involved when you paper trade because you're not using real money. They set you up with an account, and you can tell it how much money you want to use: 25,000, 100,000, a million, and just it's not your money, so it's easy to just throw money at it and let it drop, hoping it comes back up. But when it's your real money and you see it drop, you act a lot differently. So um, I want to get as much experience as I can with the actual market. All right, so 2 minutes. I'm expecting it to just make all kinds of crazy moves. It always does, and you can get caught because it'll look like a solid move up, and just an instant reversal, and it just takes out your stop loss. It doesn't happen to me often, but it has, and I see it on a lot of charts when I go back and look over it. The market open to kind of see what it's doing. But with this kind of volume, green, I'm probably just going to jump in and buy and just take the chance. And then after that, win or lose, I'll work on following my rules, which kind of revolve around this yellow line is a simple moving average. And then I've got the red line down here, which is a also moving average. It's a slower average though. It kind of gives you a better idea of what the trend is. This follows the price action a lot closer. And my wife just came home, so um, she'll be here in a second. The blue line is a VWAP, which is a volume um, calculated off of the price, volume and price. So just different ways to kind of see um, an indicator of momentum. There we go. I lost that nice green candle. Now it's wanting to drop. So market must have opened. Yep, 8:30. So and it's going down. So if this one goes down too much, I'll switch over to SQ and try to pick it up. I want to see what it does first. That's really strange how it dropped that much. I should maybe. So it's kind of fighting for direction right now. Um, yeah, not going to do anything. Let's see. There is green over here. Apple's off to a good start, 0.5% up. Let's switch over to Apple real quick and see what it's going to do. So it's dropping to. It almost looks like that the market's going to drop. So if I go to SQQQ, it should be going up. It is. I'm going to go ahead and buy. But it's kind of scary because that wick. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait it out. That's a huge, huge range right there. That took out a whole lot of people that hit their stop loss. I guarantee it. That's huge. I'm glad I didn't do anything. Yep, I'm gonna wait. The high wicks are kind of a signal. It's not a bullish move when it has a wick that long on the bottom. So maybe we look at the second candle. Okay, second candle is good. We're getting in. Yep. All right, placed an order. I'm up $50, $78, coming back down $40, $17. I should have took that money, but we'll see what it does. Down 30. Let's see if it makes a move back up. Hopefully it does. Down 54, down 60, down 63. Come on. Down 100, down 120. I should probably get out, but I'm going to wait it out. I got to be patient. Got to be patient. All right, back in the green. Let's see where we go here. Yeah, back in the green. Moving out nice, 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 nice. $50. All right, I'm going to take that. All right, so $68 right there in just minutes. Here's my realized profit and loss right here. There's so much fluctuation right here. I mean, like I said, I get out early a lot, but when it's like this, following a day like yesterday, I might just take some bits and pieces and try and put together, four or five $50 wins. If I hit $200 or $300, this is like, that's amazing for me. I'm happy as I'll get out. So we'll see what happens here. But it looks like the market's definitely going to be trending up to begin with, and I've got all day, so I can let this stabilize a little bit. I'm happy to get a little $68 pop. Um, this is another signal right here. This is a relative strength index. Usually at the beginning, I don't pay as much attention to that. When it gets this high, it sort of indicates an overbought position. It's not a value buy, you might say, and it's also an indicator that it's probably going to be turning around. That said, sometimes it'll ride for an hour like that high. So nothing's really guaranteed in this. I've learned there's a lot of randomness, a lot of, you can't really put your finger on something and say that this is always going to happen like this every time. So it's more of a guideline. What I've been learning is there's a lot of different factors that you want to try to get in your favor. You want to stack them. Appreciative and deprecating factors is what they call them. The more of those you have in your favor, the more confidence you can have that you're getting in at a time that's going to be favorable. That's really all it comes down to. So that's one of the factors. These indicators here are other factors. Market direction and the trend is another factor. Like I'm above the trend line right here. I'm above VWAP. That's good. We go look at a bigger time frame. Pop out to the hour. So in the hour time frame, this looks really sketchy. I wonder why it's right now, because it's not 9 o'clock yet. So it's still up and down within that right there. Let's go to 5 minutes. So yeah, that's clean. If you look at the 5 minute, Um, Everything that's happened, all the up and down, is contained within this one candle, which itself is nearly 1%. Yeah, so up here it gives a lot of different indicators, but that's the percent of that particular candle right there, 80%. I should probably trade off that because it's not as intimidating as seeing all these other ones moving real fast. Still learning though, got a long way to go. Um, so let's see, Apple is coming down. A lot of these, I use the blue chip stocks sort of as indicators of, what the market's doing. Um, Pretty much the market goes as they go. Apple, Amazon, Meta, Facebook, Microsoft, they move the NASDAQ. Um, and it looks like it's about 50-50. Let's see what DraftKings is doing real quick. My buddy Jeff turned me on to this one, and I've played it a couple times and lost money, so I'm trying to get some back. But I'm not gonna do it right now. Stick with my plan. Just, oh, wow. Plans are made to be changed, right? This isn't overbought. This would actually be a good one to get into right now. But it doesn't meet my criteria. So if I'm trying to follow my rules, I need to wait for a candle to open above my moving average line and under a certain figure on the RSA line. So right now it's not there. So because I'm making this video and I said I was going to try to follow my rules, I'm going to try to follow my rules. I get bit when I don't. Yesterday I made several trades and I didn't follow any of the rules. And when I went back and kind of filled out my trading log and looked back over the charts, I was just amazed that I had gotten so far away from what I know is right. And then when I back tested my strategy on that same day, I saw that if I would have just followed the rules, I would have had an amazing day. So it's weird like that. But like I said, you get in the heat of the moment. And all right, so now I can get in. Let's see where it goes. I just bought 2,300 shares of this, and I really wanted to go up. If it jumps up just a little bit, get me even, I will probably just get out. Just trying to snipe a little bit here. Come on, make a move. Down 11. There we go. There's a jump. Bam. All right. So just sold out for another 70 bucks. Could have stayed in. Probably would have made a lot more. But like I said, I'm $137 in, and I've been trading for 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, 140 bucks. I'm still not where I need to be with DraftKings though, because I'm in the hole with them. Man, I should have stayed in. Look at that hit. Ah. Oh well. Like I said, follow my strategy here. It still would be a good time to get in because it's not overbought. But I always feel like I'm testing my luck when I get in and get out like that. Let's see what happens. Should I test my luck? I'm basically gambling that money if I do. No, I'm not a gambler. I got all day, so let's see what it does. Let's see what happens if I would have. So right there, the price it's at 1742. Now it's dropping. Yeah, hard to say. I play that game with myself sometimes though. See what it would have done had I bought. And sometimes, it's the right move. So, but it's really a strong open right here. The volume's not particularly high. Wow, good move. That was a great move because it tanks right there. That would have cost me a couple $100. Yep, yep, awesome. I'm so glad I didn't do that. Thank you, video. If it wasn't for that video, I might have done it. But I just sat here and talked about how I wasn't going to gamble. Okay, so that's lesson learned. All this momentum looks like it was a great time to stay in, and then next thing you know, you drop, and that's what you always have to worry about. That's a couple $100 easy right there. And usually if I set my stop loss for 100, that would take me out. So, all right, done with DraftKings for right now. Go back to SQQQ, SQ, and same thing, it tanked as well. Moving back up, a lot of indecision right now is what that's telling me with these wicks like that. Big jump, big jump. It's not where I need it to be yet, though, as far as over my moving average. So I need another candle to open up here somewhere. And I need this RSI to stay under 65, which right now it's at 65 right now, 64. This purple box right here is the indicator for the RSI. So, and then I've got the little dotted line here that I use as well to kind of keep track of where that's at. It's still early enough where I would neglect that because it's not that high in the movement yet. But a lot of times when it makes this big arc and it's way up here and this RSI is high, you're almost begging for it to reverse on you right after you buy. And that's happened to me before. Right now I could do this. But let's see. Let's check our other indicators. The VIX is down, which is good for the market. The SQ is the inverse, which means when the market does bad, this does good. So this looks like it should be favorable for the market. So SQ may not be the move. And if it goes sideways long enough, then I may jump back over to TQ and see what it does. Right now it's positive though. So, but the candles are showing me there's a lot of indecision. Normally you want, with this type of candle, I'm using a Heikin-Ashi candle. You want no wick on the bottom. No wick on the bottom is called a bullish move. You got bulls and bears. Bulls are going up, bears are going down. So part of my strategy is to only enter on bullish candles, a couple of them over the moving average, and concentrating on the volume on the RSI. So low volume right now, indecision in the candles, not over my moving average. There's just no reason for me to get in right here. This is just going to be a little waiting game. But I've already put 140 bucks away, so I'm fine waiting. Normally I feel rushed at the beginning to go in and to make some money. If it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I'm still sitting here or I'm down, there's a different attitude, different mentality. It feels a lot more pressured. So this is the best way to do it right here is be relaxed, have a little bit of money. If I don't make another dime, to have made 140 bucks in like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll call that a good day. So here comes my wife. I'm recording in here, so don't throw anything at me. All right, so still going down. So if I switch over here now to TQ, it should be moving up, and it is. And I've actually got a decent shot and maybe an entry right here. The candles where I need it to be. RSI is low. It's a bullish candle. We'll see if I can get one more before I hop back in. I'm still leery because the market was supposed to be down today, but it's really looks like it's moving. I'm gonna get in. Get in for what? Let's see what we do here. 13 bucks, $6. If it makes 25 bucks, one more move, and I'm probably gonna take it. 50 bucks. Okay, there you go. I'm out with 172 now. $172. It's 8.44. I should have stayed in. Should I get back in? Why not? Let's see what happens. At some point, I'm going to get bit doing this, but right now, I'm going to get in, get out. I want to hit 200 bucks real quick. Oh, wow, it dropped back down on me. It wasn't a loss, but I saw 50 here, but it only added 8 to my total. So in that quick, it dropped back down. But I still feel like it's going to go back up. It's got some good momentum here. The VIX is way down. Get back in. Bam. That might have been silly. I don't know. Yep, it's coming down now. That was a big move. It's probably I probably messed up right there. If I can get positive here, I'm gonna get back out. Minus 30. Come on, positive. Let's go. Push up, push up, push up. 13. 13 in the hole, 25 in the hole, 5 in the hole. There you go, pushing up, pushing up. Bam. All right, 218. Yep, I hit my goal. My goal is like 200 bucks in a day. and 15 minutes in, and we've got it. So this could really be a good day. And had I not been getting in and out, I'm leaving a lot of money on the table right now. But that's just part of the learning process for me. I want to build this account up so that I have a little bit more room. Even though it says I've got 25,000 in here, I can't let this drop under 25,000. So really, I've got $800 to play with. And there's a lot to that. I guess I can explain it. I have a margin account, which allows me unlimited day trades. I can trade as many times as I want within a single session. If that drops below 25,000, then I'm considered a pattern day trader, and I only get 3 day trades within a 5 day period. And if you look at my statistics here, I've got for day trading account summary. I've got 45 day trades in the past 4 days, so that would hurt me a lot if I drop below 25,000. So I want to build that up a little bit, a couple hundred here and there, get it up to where I can then risk a little bit more in my trades and stay in a little bit longer, which I'm encouraged by the fact that I have so much opportunity to still make money here. I have good entries. I have a good strategy, I think. When I go back and I look through the days and I look at when I would have gotten in and when I would have gotten out, yeah, the odds are in my favor. So, and then it just becomes a matter of risk management and risk to reward ratio. Like if I'm going to risk $100, I need to make $200. 2 to 1, something like that. Because they say if you're doing over 50%, you're doing good. But as long as you win more when you win than you lose when you lose, you can be profitable. And I believe I'm at 55% right now, which is amazing for being this new with this, making this many trades. To be close to even or a little above even, I'm happy with that. So it went up quite a bit. It came back down. Had I been over here and it dropped that much, it would have freaked me out. So that's why I get in and get out, because this can happen at any moment. I mean, there's just no way to know. And continuing to buy and buy and buy, push up, push up, push up, you're just asking for one of these to hit you and take a big chunk of your gain back out. I can lose that $200 a lot quicker than I made it. It just takes one candle like this to drop, and you can be out $100. Like with 1,000 shares, every dollar it drops, or every dime it drops is $100. So 22 to 12, that's $100 right there. Yep. So that would have taken me out of my stop loss. So I think I'll probably just wait and let this sort itself out a little bit. I'm probably going to call it a day on the video as well. I don't know how long this is going to be. I've never uploaded these to YouTube before. So good time to stop. I made some money. I showed kind of what I'm doing here and how it works for anybody that's never seen it before. That's pretty much it. You kind of set up these buttons up here, my buy and sell. I've already pre-configured what my amount is going to be. So I've got 1K up here. Every time I click that blue button, it just takes me straight in. It bought me 1,000 shares. So 1,000 shares at $26 a pop. Been messing with $26,000 each time I did a buy. So, it doesn't take a large percent. 1% of that's $260. So that's kind of my goal. So if I can make 1% or so a day, that's great. So anyway, hope it was enjoyable. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're a trader and you happen to see this somehow, you've got any kind of advice for me, I'm all ears. I really want to learn. I really want to get better at this. I think this is a fantastic way. I wish I'd have found this years ago, but it is what it is. So, all right. Thanks.